PhD. One day you will write books. One day commercials. One day the impossible, you will laugh at the impossible. You will look at the impossible and go, what was I thinking?
Hello, my spoiler alert friends. Thank you guys for joining me. So I wanted to get on here and talk about sleep and hypertension. The thing that sparked this, I was listening to Dr. Eric Thomas, E.T., the hip hop preacher. He's a motivational speaker, pastor. He does so much. I don't know if I want to limit him to motivational speaker, but I listen to him to motivate me. So I guess I'll keep it as motivational speaker. But he talks about him and the guys in ETA and Secret to Success. They talk about business and just life things and mindset stuff. And so I listen to them every week. And this past Monday, he put out a video that was, he was talking about a few different things. But the thing that I heard when I was listening was him mention that he's taking blood pressure medicines now and that he was having an issue with his blood pressure. And he was talking to his doctor and he's like, yo, I'm working out, I'm eating right, what's going on? And I'm like, it was interesting to me because I listen to them weekly and I hear their stories and things like that. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure he's doing what he's saying he's doing. I don't think he's like fabricating this. So I'm like, why is he developing hypertension if he is in fact doing these things? So I'm like, okay, so what is he doing? So I started thinking about it. And Dr. Thomas, E.T. is well known for being somebody who wakes up at 3 a.m. to pray to God and commune with God. And then he does other things, I'm sure, with his business. And then sometimes he'll go back to sleep. Sometimes he won't. And then sometimes he doesn't go to bed early to make it make sense to wake up at 3. He'll go to bed at a normal time that you or I would go to bed. And then he wakes up and does what he has to do. Then he might go back to bed. So I was like, you know what? Maybe that has an association with this. And I'm sure you, E.T., I'm sure you have talked to Sean Stevenson. You know, he's the sleep guy. So I'm sure you got that on lock. But I don't know. I thought it was worth sending something out there because, you know, we need you to stay alive and healthy. You know, you've changed a lot of lives, and I appreciate you personally for that. So I'm like, what can I do? What can I do to help you? You've helped me a ton. So what can I do? So did some research, and it does show that lack of sleep, interrupted sleep, people with sleep apnea and things like that have an increased risk of developing hypertension. So, of course, I'm not saying don't wake up at 3 and do what you're doing, but I don't know, maybe there's some type of way we can figure something out. I say we, like I'm in a circle. Maybe there's some type of thing that we can do to get you the sleep you need on top of the exercise and the diet. That's just my 2 cents. And for all those people out there who also might be dealing with hypertension, blood pressure issues, and you're like, hey, I'm eating right, I'm exercising, like what's going on? Maybe check your sleep, because that's one of those things that is unspoken of. You know, people don't really talk about the impact of sleep on our body, like overall. But I think it's a valid thing to assess in your own life to make sure you're getting more than. I mean, in the studies they were ranging less than 7 was considered too little sleep, greater than 9 was considered too much. And then they had different increments for sleep duration and how that impacted your health. So maybe you're somebody who's not getting enough sleep, and you're eventually these things start to creep up on us later in life. So talk to your doctors, guys. Talk to the medical professionals in your circles who are aware of your situation and know medicine. Not just the traditional pharmacological medicine, but also those alternative things like diet, sleep, exercise, you know, the things that aren't in a bottle necessarily. So thank you guys for listening. Hopefully this helps. If you guys have any questions, be sure to comment. I'll be putting the link to the study that I'm referencing in the comments. I'll also go ahead and put a link to that the Motivation Monday topic that ET put out. So I'll put a link to those things in the comments and in the description. And if you guys have any questions, give me a shout. Thank you and take care.
One thing I know is that I'm going up. It's the only way.